Hey everyone, this is Dylan. So this is a canceled too soon of the television show Siberia. So I have the first season here on DVD. It runs about $15 to $20. It was a show on NBC in 2013. It aired in the same time slot as Under the Dome on a different channel. So it did compete with Under the Dome. It is a genre movie, or a genre show. And let's get into like the synopsis of it. So in the first episode, it is set up like a season of Survivor. It's a reality show competition, and they have 16 contestants. They take them to Siberia, and the goal is they have to survive the winter, the harsh Siberian winter, and if they are able to do that, then they will get $500,000 split between the remaining contestants. So we start off with 16. And the host then says that they're in some clearing, and the host says that the camp that they're going to be staying at is located located in a different location, so that the first 14 people to arrive will continue on, and the 2 people that do not arrive or that arrive last will be sent home. And then they get to the camp, and the camp is like 2 cabins that are set up that have beds in them, so they're not all alone or whatever. The 2 people don't make it, so they also have a way out. At any time a contestant wants to leave the show, they will. There's a line, and if you cross the line and walk down this path, there is another clearing, and there's a button, and if you press the button, a helicopter will come and pick you up. But if you cross the line for any reason, you are automatically out of the game, even if you don't press the button and have the helicopter come to get you. You're automatically out. So there is that out. At the end of the very first episode, someone dies. It's kind of crazy. One, I don't think the prize for $500,000 split between 14 people is not a very good deal to live in the harsh Siberian winter. Even if all 14 people survived the entire time, I think that is a horrible deal for a reality show, and I probably would not go on it. I mean, it is more money than they have now, but I don't know if it's really worth it. And then we have the fact that literally the first or second day that they were there, someone died, and he had went off by himself, so they don't quite know, but he did have a camera guy. And the host comes back and is like, Tommy died. And people are like, what? Tommy died? How did he die? And he's like, as far as we know, he fell over some cliff or something. And it turns out that they show the footage that the cameraman was rolling, and something weird happens. And we don't know exactly what it is, but something weird happens that causes his death. And we know that as the audience, but the contestants don't. And the host is like, so we've had discussions of whether we are going to cancel the show or not, but we wanted to leave that decision up to the contestants. So if you guys want to leave, you can leave, but if you want to stay, the show will continue on. That's already another thing, is that if somebody literally died, why would the show continue on? But it does, and only one person ends up taking the offer to leave. They get $5,000 automatically if they leave, so there is a little bit of an incentive, but then you also have that $500,000. that you could potentially win at the end. And so basically they're on their own. They have really no contact with the host or anything. It's not like Survivor where Jeff is right there and he can come. Typically the host is only seen in the first two episodes, and then a couple episodes later on, but for the most part he is not present, and the only people that are present that are a part of the show that aren't contestants are the camera crew that is following the contestants around. So pretty much from day one, weird things start happening. They hear weird sounds and they start getting weird things, like they get a spear and in Russian it says "get out," and they're kind of like, oh, what the heck is going on? It's all part of the show. And then at some point somebody gets injured and they discover that they're completely on their own. And so that basically is, and then the rest of the show is them trying to, one, figure out what the hell is going on in Siberia, and two, how to get back home. So let's get into what I liked about this show. So I liked the plot. I liked the whole idea of having the reality show as this background to tell this story of these weird things that are happening in the forests of Siberia. I really do wish that it would have gotten more. It would have gotten a second season. And you have characters, the contestants on the show are all unknowns. So it's like, holy cow, this could be a real thing. It's obviously scripted, but if you weren't like super paying attention, it could potentially be a real thing. And they all have actually the same names as, like, all the character names are the same as the actors who play them. And the only actor who has made anything of themselves of this show, her name is Joyce. I don't know how to say her last name, but she was actually like the year or two after the show, she became a Real Housewife of Beverly Hills, I think. But then let's get into a couple of the things that I don't like or think are a little confusing about this show. One, why would these contestants continue on after so many things have happened and the prize money is not that good of a deal? Like, I just don't understand that. Another thing that I think is pretty interesting that is weird is that the camera crew doesn't really, like, there's some times where the contestants interact with the camera crew, but for the most part, the camera crew doesn't do anything. Like, heck, if I were the camera crew, I would definitely be trying to figure out what the hell was also going on as well. So that's pretty interesting, and yeah, I don't know. So I think that the only place you could watch this is if you were to buy the DVD. You might be able to watch it on NBC.com. If you can, I will put a link to that in the description below. And that is it for this thing. So do I think that this was canceled too soon? Yes. And okay, so I should probably tell you that the ending is a cliffhanger, and it sucks that it ended where it did, but I think that the rest of it going up into the ending was well worth watching. There are some sad episodes, like I definitely teared up for a couple of the episodes, and there is also like, you definitely feel for these people, even though it is fake. But I don't know. I would definitely recommend that you guys check it out. So let me know what you think about this TV show. If you've seen it, let me know. And if you haven't, do you think that you would check it out? But thank you guys for watching, and have a great day. Remember, if you're not already subscribed and you'd like to be, please hit that subscribe button down below. And if you liked this, please give it a like. I will put a link to more of the Cancel Too Soon series, one of these places, and definitely be sure to check those out if you're interested in that kind of stuff. But that is it. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day. Bye.